Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our third and final map of the series. We have Endpoint versus S Gaming. We're on Overpass after an overtime victory by S Gaming to bring it back and force the third map. Of course, my name is Yumi. I'm joined by Cody Cass, and we're right into the pistol.
Yeah, last game, it was so close, but Endpoint just couldn't close it out. S Gaming clearly had their number on their map pick, but now we go to Overpass, and something that you mentioned earlier, Yumi, was completely correct. This isn't the best map for Endpoint, but we have no information really for S Gaming, at least with this roster. Fame, up close and personal, takes out Crucial, the first frag in this third map, upgrades himself to do USPS, and now Endpoint just have to fall back, wait for the rotating player of Robin to catch up. Looking for that opening pick. Round through mid. But RU Fire still going to be holding back.
Oh, DeRay in with another. Fame up close and personal as well towards Bank. They've not been able to find too many kills on the Endpoint side. Robin and Thomas will finally chime back with a couple. They don't have that kit available. It was on Max earlier on into the round. And Thomas from the back lines. It's an awkward fight. They tried to switch
what is
out
going
to
on?
DeRay running out of bullets, running out of life as well. But Thomas only has 3 bullets to try and make this work. And although he finds an additional frag, there's no real hope in him winning the round. In fact, he's likely to go up with the bomb here. And Rufire is the sole survivor with an S Gaming pistol round win.
Definitely not the cleanest one. A nice 3k there from Thomas, but just not enough. The kills were spread too evenly. Force buy from them, however. We see the double scout pick up Deagles on Surreal Money Max. And of course, Thomas, ever the sprinting at you and just holding down the left mouse button player, he's picked up the MP9.
Not talk about sprinting and running at them. Seems like S Gaming may have that on the cards for themselves as well. A whole lot of presence grouped up outside of B, only the singular lurking player in Fame. And DeRay's already spotted one out over towards the barrels. A lot of rifles going his direction. The Molotov as well will flush him out into the open, but S Gaming stagnant, not moving forward with the utility, instead waiting for the reaction by Endpoint, seeing if Kisse can get anything done. Given that he's gotten the one frag, that may still trigger the push towards B.
Yeah, Thomas just going to be lurking inside of water right now. Doesn't want to give up his new position. Smoke going to be deployed on Pillar once again. Deagle shot prevalent there for Mighty Max, but doesn't pick up anything. Thomas, on the other hand, now, you clearly practice a lot with the MP9 and SMGs in general. You can see what that does. Picks up 2. Spray from Fame now as he tries to completely collapse on the A site, but Endpoint have read this too soon. Doesn't really matter though, as it looks like Fame is picking up more and more frags. Thomas, on the other hand, picks up his 3rd. Are you fired down on 13? Senator on 100. Thomas needs to ace this to be able to win the round. Full armor, little bit of health remaining, 47 to be exact. But I think, yeah, the 6th sense in the back of his mind is just telling him back off. You've got 6 kills, you haven't died yet. Let's just keep it at that.
Yeah, he is tapped out. 300 ADR thus far. 3 kills in each of the rounds, so it about adds up. S Gaming get away with another round, but holding on to that AK for the follow-up could have some impact. He's got a lot of cash accrued. He can buy up some armor, some utility as well, and still be able to buy up with this team the following round. You can see the odds on screen over at our partner at Unicorn. It has changed significantly. We went into train with a 1.02 to 21. Now it is 125 to 375.
Yeah, so we started off on Vertigo with almost a 1 to 10, right?
Yep.
And then second map almost a 1 to 21. And now it's, well, it's significantly closer. The odds still in Endpoint's favour, but that's only on paper. Looking at the game right now, we can clearly see that S Gaming, they are in the lead. And they're looking to pick up a 3rd round here now as well.
And we'll see if Thomas can get anything done with the recovered AK from the previous round. Of course, his pistols can still have a lot of impact, but S Gaming are playing it out slowly. Surreal cleared out. Only the 1 shot onto DeRay. Thomas is on the site with this AK. It's all about getting information for him to allow him to do work. First kill on Senator. RE fire doesn't quite find the follow-up frag. And
wow.
Thomas
oh my god.
Consistent. 3 kills in every round thus far. Could potentially bring Endpoint to their first on the CT side. The spam through the smoke. A lot of damage done.
Is he going to get it?
It off with the flames instead. Fame.
Oh no. Fame.
Now pushing
So
forward.
close to 10 and 0.
He's got the bomb. He could definitely rotate around, try and find a new avenue into the site, but he has to push on forward. Not a lot of time left.
Don't think he spotted the head. Crucial. Inside of water right now. Fame looking for these last few players, but it is going to be Mighty Max. He finishes them off. Damage dealt by Crucial. 2 AKs taken on through to round number 4. As Endpoint finally get themselves on the board. 2-1.
It's both a good and a bad sign that Thomas has gotten off to the hot start that he has. With 3 kills in every single round, he remains at that 300 ADR. Potentially more as well, because he practically killed the player on short that Max took the kill for instead.
How dare he, by the way?
But a bit worrying that none of the other Endpoint players are quite meeting that same expectation as of yet. But we'll have to see if that continues. Thomas in with another frag for the Endpoint side.
Ooh, Senator does spot out. Believe it was Mighty Max jumping. Little bit of damage traded back. Nothing major. Man advantage and weapon advantage going to the way of Endpoint right now, of course. Deagle's on 2 in the form of Kisei and Fame.
Ooh.
Looks for an opening pick, but isn't able to find it. Robin, out long. Takes down 1. Make that 2, actually. Fame taken out as well. Senator and Kisei all falling relatively quickly between each other. 2-2. With now a completely absent buy for us gaming. Nothing for them in this round.
Yeah, getting ecoed like that is rough for the momentum, the mindset, and the economy. S Gaming now forced to sit back on just standard issue pistols. See if they can't punish anybody for lacking head armor, the only one of which would be Surreal. A bit of aggression from Endpoint early on. Robin taking control of Playground, pushing all the way through middles. S Gaming are on a collision course to meet this man.
Just has to be ready for them. Can't be swapping out. Needs to be careful. Crucial looking to be able to pick up that opening frag. Touch the frag, but it's not going to be able to pick up any form of kill. That's Robin's job. Takes down RU Fire, but the barrage of bullets from these Glocks. He's going to pick up that trade relatively quickly. And AK now in the hands of DeRay. We have a smoke available as well. No armor. Crazier things have happened. This round is winnable. Shot there from Crucial. Maybe it's not anymore. Looking for a little bit more. Knows that someone must have boosted up. Spots out the second, but isn't able to connect onto it. Senator taps him down. Thomas ready and waiting for them up close. Takes down 2. Doesn't get the 3rd. Senator with 2 kills to his name. Looking to make that 4 now in this round. Bomb recovered with 47 seconds on the clock. Loads of time to play with.
The off angle by Mighty Max. It's going to be enough to take him out. The ult can be recovered as well by Max. Just in the nick of time. So that goes back into Crucial's hands. And Endpoint continue. 3 in a row now for them on the CT side after the eco win. We've yet to see too much impact from this AWP as of yet. A couple of missed opportunities thus far from Crucial. We saw just how impactful he was on Vertigo. But that seems like an eon ago. It's now S Gaming, of course, with their own buy to invest and push forward for their defaults. Crucial picking up a different position this time, instead securing short water control and looking for the peek in towards connector as well.
Slow and steady wins the race. It's the motto of S Gaming right now. As they are just slowly shift walking all the way down mid. And it's gone completely uncontested. Thomas not ready for them right now. It is going to be Crucial who falls fatal to the first engagement. As RU Fire takes down 2 of them now. Robbing from long. No one's checked this yet, so does have a relatively easy time to peek into this. Tries to take down the bomb planter, and he isn't going to be able to do so. Does take down RU Fire, but the trade is there. Reynar on to 28 HP. His teammates drop weapons, saving his life from a couple of the bullets there, but not going to save him for much longer.
They may not expect his position from Kisse. The fact that Robin was pushed there earlier on, they're caught completely unaware. First kill in from Kisse. Matty Max around the site, and Kisse converts.
Wow.
The 1 versus 2 from Long. They play the post plant, and he delivers.
He lurked all the way around as well, that's the thing. He never committed onto the site until that moment. He didn't touch it. Was holding from mid, rotated all the way back round, through toilets, up through long, and just held there, waited his time. He knew how many players were left. He knew what angles they were going to be playing on. And he almost hit them in a single spray as well, but did have to take it in 2 separate battles.
Yeah, Robin not getting 2 from the flank as well is a bit disappointing for Endpoint.
It is. I feel like that round plays out completely different if Robin's still alive, doesn't get taken down in that engagement. Sure, he got that first frag on the boosted player, but wasn't able to kind of come through with the second one on the planter. I feel like that's a 4th round, like no question. If Endpoint can pick that one up.
Unfortunately, it's a round that relies on a lot of ifs and buts again. That you can secure things if you go over to Hellcase.com, use promo code SLTV, get 15% on a balance refill. You know, get an item, at the very least. One out of the box that you so choose. And if you contribute to the prize pool as well by using the Hellcase box itself.
Yeah, then the players, the teams, they take home a little bit more. And you get to support a great tournament as well. It's always good to see. Full buy from both sides now. Sonato down on the Galil. Thomas down the MP9, but I don't think we can call that an eco buy from Thomas. He is lethal with that thing. Nate going to be deployed by Robin there. Drops Kissy down to 32 HP.
And the slow approach through middle. Robin does spot them out. Crucial in a bit of a predicament. Of course, between fighting and fleeing, Robin being taken down may push him further in the fleeing direction, but not before he takes one down with him. Or he retreats. In fact, he's not even going to go for that. Looking instead for more information. The flick on the flash, but Fame able to come out ahead. S Gaming have this man advantage now to play off of. They force the rotation towards A.
Smoke's now going to be coming on over. Mighty Max doesn't care about your utility usage, though. Sprays down Fame before he can even get a foothold on the site. Down to 27. Looking for that secondary engagement, but it's going to be Sonato. He's ready and waiting for him. Takes down 2 in the form of Mighty Max and Surreal. Thomas now with a single frag to his name, but then falls at the hands of Kissy. Kisai, sorry.
Kisse.
But a 4th round. Kisai. KIC. I think KIC is probably the most wrong one you can do, but...
Yep.
4th round for S Gaming, though. And it does now move them into the lead. Thomas is on 15 kills, by the way. 8 rounds in.
Yeah. It does go back to that point I was trying to make earlier, though, is that if one player is really, really feeling it, at some point, you are going to slow down.
Yeah.
And that may just be a crutch that Endpoint have relied on for a few of these rounds. I hope that other players do wake up a little bit, have their own individual fragging potential, because Thomas can't be everywhere at once.
I mean, he'll try. He will just sprint at people.
With the added mobility of the MP9, I can sprint to every bomb site.
Relatively slow round for S Gaming so far. A little bit of utility usage, but nothing particularly substantial as of yet. The slow push onto A with only a single defending player in the form of Crucial. And even he has now begun to rotate round towards B. Not a single audio cue from S Gaming so far. They set up in positions before they get that bomb planted, but the bomb is nowhere to be seen right now. It's all the way inside a T spawn. Rotates out through long. But Crucial, yep, he's made the call. Can hear all the utility going down onto A. And with that missed call from Endpoint, don't think there's much for them left in this round. couple of bought up weapons, but they are simply pistols. They are going to have to try for at least a couple of frags here to take some of the weapons out of the hands of S Gaming.
Yeah, they went for the gamble sack, but now the objective changes. Opposed to winning the round, like you said, it's just about taking weapons out of their hands. Fire, holds the angle, guns them all down as they approach the spawn, and in fact may just go on for the ace. He's low HP, but why not? He's got 4 kills already, but actually he was backing himself out. He's not about the stats. He's not about the glory of the ace. Granted, it's against an eco, so really how much glory can really realistically be had.
Adds to your HLTV page. That is the glory. Ace is done +1, but unfortunately for Roofire, doesn't get it.
That was a throwaway round for Endpoint.
It was.
No real harm done.
I feel like that's a completely separate, completely different round. If S Gaming just fully commit onto B, maybe Endpoint actually have a full opportunity in that round. But where it was an A push, Endpoint had no one on the site at all. Any form of frag, any form of damage they could get would have been nice, but unfortunately no frags surnamed so far. Well, that's about to change. Thomas and Robin both pick up frags of their own with a trade very quickly back from Senator. 3 players pushing for underpass. Oh, Refire lines up Crucial, takes him down. He gets just a little bit too overzealous on Tease, towards Tease spawn. DeRay not going to be able to do much as Money Max taps him down with ease. Now on a 2 versus 3.
Yeah, that is a hugely swinging kill. Dealing with the lurker over at B as well means that S Gaming are likely to collapse towards the A site instead. And we see that slow approach through middle. Rufar leading the way. UKC is a fair distance behind him. Not quite able to trade out effectively, just hoping that they win the opening gunfight as cleanly as possible. Rufar, do you clear the site? Are you prepared for Robin to be in that angle? The crouch peek as he swings out wide. Kisse has the information. He knows Robin is in position. He's trying to push him out. Kisse moving around, jumping shot, trying to land the flicks, but Robin remains elusive, gets the 3K, and gets Endpoint a 4th round.
Yeah, I feel like Kisse in the... I suppose the mode that he's in right now, he's very much carried over the overtime train version of himself. He is performing when required. Unfortunately for him, not able to close out that round, but that's because he was up against Robin. Robin, as you mentioned correctly, was incredibly elusive. And that does put Endpoint a little bit closer to S Gaming now. 4-3. The quad boost and the flick from Kisse. That's what you love to see. Mighty Max taken down. And we're seeing more and more teams just utilize that now as it's become into, well, basically, strong majority of the tier 2, tier 1 teams rotation.
Oh, and they're so unprepared for the lurk up of short. Rufire, the entry. It's actually a team kill by Senator.
Yes, Senator, go on!
He's unaware as to which side he truly is on, but Endpoint still, the fact remains they've lost this B site, and the connector is molotoved and then smoked off.
Endpoint potentially just going to be falling back here. They've lost 2 players uncontested early on into this round. They have not got a frag. Rufai was killed by a teammate. I don't think they've even dealt too much damage. Senator and DeRay, I believe that was from utility either way. So it's going to be a 6th round for S Gaming. It's round number 11 is going to kick off in just a few short moments with all 4 remaining players from S Gaming surviving and taking weaponry through to the next round. It would have been 5 if your teammate didn't kill you, but you know, Rufai, you can deal with that one, not me.
And this is the thing when we looked at the vetoes. We were sort of saying that it favors Endpoint in that the first 2 maps are pretty strong Endpoint picks. But getting past that initial hurdle, pushing a 3rd map, this is a bit more wavy territory. Overpass has never been an extreme strong suit of this team. Through multiple iterations. And so S Gaming getting off to a nice initial lead, having this 6-4 scoreline, this puts a lot of pressure on Endpoint, who we've seen the odds, we've seen how people have been reacting in the chat as well. People are expecting
Max.
hope that Endpoint come away with this.
Oh, he can hear the S Gaming guys breathe as they go past the corrugated metal to his left. Up connector. But he's ready and waiting for someone to peek into his crosshair, but nobody there as of yet. They've already pushed up through connector, out into mid. Crucial's got to push the smoke, he's going to get taken down. It's been spotted out. He now needs to go aggro, take down at least one here. He lines up one, isn't able to take down the second in the form of Fame. Fame's going to continue pushing on up, but the damage dealt from Robin takes out RU Fire. Isn't able to capitalize on the second one, however. 4 versus 3.
And just being a constant thorn in their side, still in the back lines, not really dealt with. Robin trying to play the timing game to perfection.
Oh, he spotted them.
Yep, Fame trying to flank him out. Robin is fully aware of that possibility. Spotted just the tail end of him, and that may just give a bit of space for Max to make his move. Fame finally deals with, wow, the man from behind, but Max has made his presence known. The smoke to try and delay and prevent a rotation back towards B, but S Gaming, they've seen a lot of success collapsing onto the A site. Thomas has been one of the troublesome rotations that has forced them into predicaments before. But they have to go. 10 seconds left. They have to find this player and plant the bomb because there is no time. They're just going to go for the plant in the smoke.
Oh, they plant it on top of Thomas, but he's in the fire. He has to push through. They've actually got that bomb planted. But Thomas and Mighty Max, they do close out the round. Bomb can indeed be defused with relative ease if Thomas can bloody find it.
It did take him some time.
So I can hear it beeping. Where is it? Right, I need the buttons.
Like, wait, did they really plant right in front of me?
That was ballsy, right? But I mean, I feel like S Gaming knew 10 seconds left on the time. Okay, we need to go now. We probably lost the round. Being able to get the bomb down there just carries a little bit more money through for them. And that does actually ensure that a full buy is going to be possible. Only just, though.
Well, we'll see if they've cracked the code. They found a magical solution because S Gaming have held a lot of the momentum in this half thus far. We've seen some good performances from Thomas and Robin alike. More pieces need to be aligning for the Endpoint side because S Gaming have been going for this mid control pretty much every round and not losing anybody for their troubles. DeRay is even going so far to lurk into the B bomb site. Nobody's spotting it. The flood spray, it opens up the opportunity for Thomas to get the trade, but they lose another player over at A as well.
Every single round, they seem to just be lurking and getting away with pushing a player up through short. There's nobody defending it at all. Hold a player toxic. Kisei going to get taken down by Crucial as he was just a little bit too far behind. Crucial going to be looking for at least one more pick here. Is going to miss that first AWP shot on the 2 aggressing players down toilets. Surreal, he has an inkling. Can't spot him. Okay, I eat my words. He can spot him right through that smoke. Fame is going to be able to trade it back relatively quickly, though. Surreal, smoke goes down. Knows that Roofire and Fame are there. Spots out Roofire. Isn't going to be able to finish the job, though. A 7th round for S Gaming. They are 1 round away from securing this first half victory. And this is the first time that we've seen S Gaming take this much of a commanding lead, with the exception of the OT from Train.
Yeah. At the moment, it just seems like there's too many gaps in the Endpoint defenses that S Gaming are able to exploit. When they've had a lurking presence over at B, it's typically been towards Monster, and thus the Endpoint attention is trained on that spot. Unaware as to short. Of course, Mighty Max was jump spotting it, but the timing seemed to work in S Gaming's favor, and with the pistols just in this round, they're going for the pyramid stack.
Yep. Quad stack. Looking for something here. They finally do push a player into water, but that's not going to come and bear any fruit, unfortunately. Kisei, weird inkling to just spam them through the wall, but nothing there. Roofire. Right. How many frags do you want? 4? Well, beat you, right? And you'll find... Oh, okay, absolutely 0. How many bullets were fired in that instant?
Multiple to the head. But they've got their hands on an AK, and Thomas has it in hand. They just need to bait him into Thomas.
Okay,
and there's
that's
maybe a world in which they come away with a win here, but the aim punch proves to be too much of a hurdle. Max, the only player that wasn't a part of the stack, now rotating on in. S Gaming still holding on to 3 players and will remain in that advantage as well moving into the following round. 8 now registered for them. They have won the half on their T side. This map traditionally CT sided. Endpoint and not in a good spot.
So as Mighty Max was the only player not stacked with them, that round's Mighty Max's fault, right? They lose because Mighty Max isn't with them.
Yeah, they need one more body.
How dare him? Oh, look at those statistics. They're getting closer and closer. 125 to 375.
Oh, the quad stack again. Do they fall for it twice? They do!
Stop jumping! Mighty Max! Stop! You know what they do? Thomas, you need to be able to trade one back here. He does. But it might be too little, too late. He's dropped down to 31 HP as he was running for the hills through construction. But Surreal now completely flashed off. Looks for that frag, but doesn't train his aim in the correct location, unfortunately. Molotov going to be deployed inside a monster. He's going to have to get extinguished relatively quickly. But look at this. With 1:13 on the clock, they do have more than enough time to push back and rush all the way over towards A if they wish. But they drop the bomb in T-spawn and wait for the push from Endpoint.
And push they shall. Thomas trying to get something back. It's the double swing alongside Robin. The trade's at least there for the Endpoint side. The deficit not too extreme. Seen Robin bail them out of situations like this in the past. Holding for that first opportunity, holding for that first peak. The first clear there on through onto Fame. Equalizes the affair. A 2-on-2. Crucial actually gets one as well. Through the edge of the wall. Sinatra down to low HP. 6 remaining. The spam. Crucial. He descends from the
Can't lose this.
Trying to push on forward, but Sinatra hits the shot. Crucial caught in no man's land. The headshot in an instant, and it's a 9th for S Gaming. They have been so good on this T side.
I eat all my words that I mentioned earlier on with this being a weak map for SG.pro. Maybe it was just an off game. That 16-5 that they fell so... Well, they got absolutely destroyed on when they last played this map appears to be where Endpoint are leading towards now. It's 9-5 for S Gaming, and with a really sloppy buy for Endpoint, it's looking like a 10-5 half. Double stack inside a connector for Robin and Crucial right now. Mighty Max just going to be holding outside, waiting for someone to push on through water. In through tunnel, but nobody home so far. Refire. Lurking, ready, waiting for someone to be there. Molotov's off Robin. He starts taking a lot of damage. They do smoke it off, but Robin now moves, and they're going to be deployed into the corner as well, and doesn't deal too much to him. He's going to be happy with that one, but Refire can just push back. Doesn't need to continue doing anything else there. He's forced out a little bit of utility, and he knows that, well, there is at least one player inside of Underpass.
Yeah, they don't want to move into the stack. They know the money should be weak here for Endpoint. Could be shotguns, could be SMGs. Either way, gives Endpoint a fighting chance. Should they move towards them? Thomas does spot them out towards long. The FAMAS, a bit awkward to spray at range like that. Does significant damage, however. They're weakened for these SMGs. Robin able to spring in for one. Fame on low HP as well, sitting inside of the smoke, and there's so much damage being done, but they're still finding the kills. Thomas trying to convert on the spray, trying to finish off these frags, and although he'll finish and convert alongside Crucial, S Gaming have put on the brakes. The bomb dropped, however, towards the site, and only 14 seconds left. They need to recover this, get this bomb planted. Crucial doing the damage, finding the frag. Thomas alongside him, and they recover to a 6-9 scoreline,
which is kind of the best hope they had.
Yeah. All of this has not looked that good for Endpoint. You've had a lot of sloppy rounds and a lot of scrappy buys, and although they've seen success in some of them, it's not ideal.
Far from it.
Remember, we call back to round number 3. That was a saved AK and 4 pistols that they were able to win the round with. That then cascades into 2 more. Had that anti-eco not gone their way, this is a blowout half for S Gaming.
Now just have to see if they can back it up with a convincing CT side. Only 6 rounds needed to close out this game. Sorry, 7. My apologies. My math is dreadful today. Endpoint. They still need 10. But I've cast enough overpass to know that most of the time these maps go to OT. Endpoint, they just need to really turn up on this T side. And without that, this could be a very quick 2-1 for S Gaming.
Yeah, the aggressive tendencies of the Endpoint players definitely lean them more to the T side, just on any map, in spite of the sort of map favoritism. But even still, this is a pretty rough set of circumstances. Of course, it all starts off with the pistol. We'll have to see how that pans out. Mighty Max with the utility. And they, again, don't have a kit on the S Gaming side, so confident that they can keep them out of these sites or retake fast enough. In fact, unless the UI is bugged, a few of the players on S Gaming not even buying armor.
Oh, it looks like they are indeed just not committing into this round, and it doesn't look like they need to. Kasei open up the round with that one tap onto Crucial. Senator on the rotate, looking for just a little bit more here. Not able to find it. Kasei. He's got 2 to his name. Doesn't have much else off the back of that. Continued engagements for the CT side, but it is Endpoint who have the man advantage right now, and they are going to begin rotating around towards B. They need to do it quick, though. The rotate is there for Rufire. He is ready for them. Smoke goes down. He's not going to wide peek, though. Just going to push on through. Slow and steady, wins the race. Takes a little bit of damage onto Thomas, but doesn't take him down. Could have lined up 2 of them, but fortunately does just miss the shots. Surreal pushing up through the smoke. He's going to be able to take down IU Fire, and now Fame in a 1 versus 3. Just not able to do it. Endpoint securing the T-side pistol and potentially giving themselves a lifeline.
Yeah, it does actually seem like S Gaming. Strange that some of them don't invest in armor. Some of them did actually buy kits. Don't think the UI correctly displayed it, but even still, some good kills from Endpoint. Lack of utility really on the CT side, not really setting up for sort of flash plays or anything like that. Just trying to hit their shots, and well, the better utility enables some of those frags for Endpoint.
Whoa.
The conversion round, the nades, they fly on through, they deal significant damage onto Thomas. Robin, who was his accompanying player, really just the baiting player at that, dealt with pretty handily. So Thomas has to fall back. Crucial able to get 1, but S Gaming have done quite a lot of damage. This is certainly still feasible, especially with this SMG recovered. Thomas is on low HP. He was one of the main rifle holders to swap it out for one of his teammates. Now Endpoint set their sights on the A-bomb site instead.
DeRay hearing the movement inside of mid. Gonna begin pushing up through connector. Surreal takes down 1, and DeRay looking to show what he can do with a MAC-10, but it's not quite Thomas levels. It's an 8th round for Endpoint. 1 round between these 2 teams. S Gaming, of course, still opportunity after opportunity to be able to come back into this. But the economy they have right now is not looking likely.
Is Thomas the golden standard for SMG performances?
He is. He just sprints at you and you die.
Yeah.
We've seen it. We've seen it multiple times.
We have seen it a lot.
If you can kill Thomas with an SMG, you take the mantle. It's like the Black Panther. You beat the Black Panther in a fight, you are the Black Panther.
I see.
I don't know if that's how that works, but I'm fairly confident it is.
Well, surprising titles aside, S Gaming, with the amount of damage they did with these pistols in the previous round, hope that they can replicate that to consistently put strain on the T-side economy. Thomas a couple of kills in. DeRays has traded it right back, however. And Crucial is trying to close that gap, trying to secure a foothold on this site so this bomb can get planted and they can just worry about the round and how much money they farm on the individual players. Crucial with another, but they're still losing numbers. Still a couple players going down in each of these rounds means that the money isn't great for Endpoint in the longevity of these rounds, and it's still a possibility that or S Gaming come back into this? USA for now has been unclear. Crucial, that's a big fight to win. And with Fame on low HP, yeah, just trying to escape with his life, which he will fail in doing so. An equalizing round as Endpoint look to claw back into the lead on their T side.
Could have been worse, could have been better. I feel like from Endpoint there. They could have lost a few more players, and then the buy would have really hurt their economy just a little bit more. But they come out on top. They do take a 9th round as you move into round number 19. And now, a relatively crucial one. Full buy from both sides. Yeah, Best Gaming can pick this one up. It will hurt the economy of Endpoint and could kind of set the pace for the rest of this half.
Yeah, this is the biggest moment for Endpoint, really. Seeing how well they deal against the rifles will give us a better indication of how feasible the comeback is. For now, the utility is good to deter them. Spending a lot more in taking mid control than S Gaming were doing on their T side, respectively, and just making sure that the connector is clear.
Well, West Gaming were just sprinting down mid, weren't they? And just able to get A control just by shift walking, because no one was holding it. Fame is going to fall at the hands of Mighty Max. Robin to back him up as well. I don't think there's a world where Fame doesn't die there.
Good response from Rufire over towards long, fully flashed up. The trade is available for the T side, and it's crucial getting another pick on towards A. This site is open for business. Thomas just making sure that all the angles are clear. Nobody's lingering in the smoke. And well, you can see by the position of these players, they have given up on this round. You've hit your shots, Endpoint. Take another round win, get to double digits. They're going to try and fight for a round later on.
This is completely... Oh, okay. Didn't want that. It's all good. I mean, 2 ops can work on this map. Like, we've seen it work before, but maybe Endpoint's not feeling it. It is.
Dramatically, I think, yeah.
I feel like Endpoint have read quite well that S Gaming are kind of expecting these slower plays instead. Instead, they are doing the quick ones. Sprinting into mid, taking a couple of seconds in the early game. Just to set up a little bit of utility, make sure their angles are clear, make sure they're not getting lurked. And then they explode onto a site, provided they've got a couple of frags here and there. Whereas with S Gaming on their T side, they were very much, okay, let's play this super slow and just shift walk to a site, hoping we don't get a contact. And then when they do that, they end up completely collapsing on a single site, like the A site that we've seen quite a bit, and then Endpoint just weren't able to recover. We haven't seen that from Endpoint, and I feel like that's because they know that S Gaming are potentially either expecting that or can play around it quite a lot. Pixel angle from Surreal there, isn't able to find anything, but can hear say opening up Squeaky. He does spray him down through the smoke.
Oh, the double boost. They should be able to see into long B with this, and I don't know that they're going to be ready for this.
Thomas.
If Thomas gets a little bit over inquisitive, that could have been disastrous, but S Gaming call off the boost. Fortunately, not quite able to land their prey as of yet, but S Gaming have been exploring these boosts quite a lot.
Robin taking down 2 in the form of Rufire and Senator. That opens up the B site, and now with utility going to get deployed, it is just Fame. He's clutched out rounds before. Let's see what he can do in this one. 14 kills to his name so far. Looking for a couple more, but only going to be able to pad him out by 2. Robin with a 4K, close out the round. 11-9. Endpoint really building some momentum, building up steam to look to bring this game to an end.
Yeah, and S Gaming haven't gotten a single round on the CT side as of yet. We are seeing a similar set of circumstances, but Endpoint, when we're comparing these two teams, when we've seen both T sides across all of the maps, they seem more composed from a utility standpoint.
Yep.
We've seen...
Well, they had the set plays, don't they?
Yeah, we've seen S Gaming take a few more risks, walking through mid, walking through connector, and sure, if Endpoint aren't there, why expend the utility, but they're employing a few more gimmicks to try and get an upper edge, and we're seeing another gimmick just like it. The triple boost in towards Graffiti. They're hoping to catch Endpoint off guard as they did so many times on their T side.
Thomas has like some form of weird sixth sense of how to not get attacked by boosts. This is like the second round back-to-back where he is the target for a boost, and he's just like, I could go... Nah, actually, I'm not going to go down there.
I don't feel like...
I'm just going to walk backwards. I'm going home, guys. Like, I'm not dealing with this. He is going to be safe, and the boost isn't going to, well, really develop into anything. Thomas is still going to be holding by Canal. For the time being, he is safe. Surreal is, well, not going slow. Definitely taking this one fast. Kasei has dealt a little bit of damage down range to Money Match, dropping down to 23 HP with his scout. He isn't able to transfer it into a kill, though, as Robin takes his teammate's place and finishes the job. This hold from Senator inside of water could be huge, but he's down one. Look for the second inside of Surreal. He's able to find it, but low on ammo. That is really going to be the end of him. Now on a 3 versus 2 for Endpoint. Borderline full control over the site. Molotov goes down. Nade goes down. Crucial. It's still up though.
Ooh, quick flash out of connector. Fame dealt with by Robin. The bounce of the flash gives up the play. And well, a good effort on the bomb site to find 2 kills by Senator. It's just not going to be enough. Brought it to a feasible position. And holding onto this rifle makes a whole lot more sense moving forward for S Gaming. A 12th for Endpoint. That will now be 6 in a row. Made sure to count on my fingers just how many rounds it had been.
We're at that stage now, aren't we?
Oh yeah, you know.
We've made a couple of blunders.
I was like, on my one hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool.
You have 6 fingers on one hand.
12 to 9. Endpoint looking very, very good on their T side thus far, being a lot slower and a bit more methodical than we saw S Gaming. They took far more risks on their T side. We saw individual lurking plays, just contact plays in towards the A side of things, and just in general, we're seeing more utility usage from them, which can work against you at times, but so far has been yielding good results. And the buy from S Gaming in response is no muy bueno.
Marcel not able to connect with those deagle shots, unfortunately. Thomas now able to push out onto the site. A lot of damage on MP9. It's on the receiving end of it this time. He knows how much damage it can deal. And it damn hurts. Down to 36. Fame, aggressive. Look at this. Oh, Surreal and Inkling. He knew.
What could have been a huge ace in the hole for S Gaming. Does at least still indicate where Endpoint are setting their sights. The stack on towards B is certainly here. These SMGs are doing a whole lot of damage, but they're getting gunned down by Mighty Max himself. 3 kills for him in the round. Kisei on low HP, and while Thomas lurking as he does, catches him before he can reposition. Now just 3 away from closing out the series, 2-1. We need to find an S Gaming response. We saw them sort of stagnate on train at one point or another. We had this same scenario where Endpoint were clawing back so many rounds in a row, and it was just small bits of aggression that turned the tide for them. So far, they've been playing fairly defensive on their CT side, not sort of pushing the envelope too heavily outside of these boosts. If we get to see a bit of a shift.
Thomas is miles ahead of anyone on frags right now. He's got 26 to his name, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the closest is 16 on RU Fire. Kisei looking to potentially go up the leaderboard right now by taking out Thomas. 3 players from Endpoint rushing out long. And it's only Fame who's there to hold off the attack. Doesn't hear anything yet. You know, going to begin slow walking. Pop flash is there. They recognise that Fame can indeed hold this angle, and he has done quite well as well. Taking down Robin. Mighty Max takes down RU Fire with ease. A single tap through the smoke. Rips his head clean off with the AK now on a 3 versus 3. Levels the playing field just a little bit more.
And Endpoint have to be hyper aware at the moment. So many boosts being implemented by S Gaming on the defensive end. They tried it over towards long in that round, and fortunately for Endpoint, Max was privy to it. Still, dead silence. After all that presence out long, Endpoint have shifted instead towards short. Just the fact that there was pressure there earlier on will keep eyes in that position. Now the hit will come through. The AWP of Kisse, initial shot missed, has to fall back. The damage done. Surreal tracks down the kill, but Senator comes up with a couple of kills in response. Crucial is now all that remains. 15 seconds on the clock, has to push forward, and they have the angle covered. DeRay on the rotation finds the first round for S Gaming.
A little bit too late, potentially. Now only 3 rounds between these two teams, but Endpoint have built a momentum. They have quite a lot of money to play around with, and Crucial still has 5k in the bank after spending 7.2 grand in this round. S Gaming really need to take the hurt to Endpoint.
Yeah, we saw the small shift, right? We had Kisse getting aggressive with the AWP towards B, found Thomas early on. More initial plays like that can certainly go a long way for S Gaming. I just don't think they're confident in their timings at the moment. Indecisive as to which angle to take up with the AWP. They fall back towards the site instead, but the play from Rufire over towards the connector, it's a bit of presence made and shots exchanged, so they both know they're there. About whether Rufire falls back or lingers in that position. Endpoint don't seem to really want to be the ones to clear it. Instead, taking pressure and presence over towards front bathrooms. S Gaming, you move Fame into position, however.
Kisse is going to be backing him up as well. Just on the top of the flower bed. Crucial, currently boosted. Quite an off-angle boost there. To be able to see if he can find anyone peeking long and catch him off guard, but nobody there as of yet. Utility deployed. They check the angles. Nobody home once again. Another boost. Kisse can't spot anyone over the top of the smoke, unfortunately.
Oh, boost number 3.
Another boost again. How many do you have in your playbook, guys? This is crazy. More shots from Kisse, but they're not going to actually connect this time. Fame picks up a single kill. Thomas trades one back. You fire with the MP9, but it's the back lurker of Senator who continues doing the damage along with DeRay as well. An 11th round for S Gaming. Their momentum is building. But Endpoint still have a bye. They need to pick up this 14th round here and now.
Yeah, they are running out of money in the bank. Reserves have run low on 3 of their players. Thomas and Robin, the only ones set afloat. This game, if they keep getting away with clean rounds like that, will have money to fall back on as well. It seems like Endpoint are prepared for these boosts. They have been checking them, but they just haven't been able to punish. Missed shots, missed AWP shots in particular. Do certainly linger on the mind, and well, this is one that many will be familiar with. On towards short, they try to time it with the flashbang, but as they collapse off the boost, it's still back and forth trades between the two sides. Senator gets and doubles down for 2. The bomb dropped on the sidewalk as well. It's in a very compromising position. Robin able to deal with the player on the site and should be able to get them this bomb back. Problem is they don't have a smoke for Kisse, who still holds the position up high.
Boost potential here. They could go up through heaven if they choose to.
They're missing the jump. Robin's trying to sneak all the way up.
Does finally get it. Crucial. He is going to boost up. He's going to stand, and if he can get this. Hate to have it play on words, but it could be a crucial frag. Kisse. Ready and waiting for him, though. No scopes him. Takes him out. Robin. Not able to recover the bomb with 36 seconds remaining. Needs to pick it up. Needs to get this bomb planted. Nobody's holding you for the time being. He knows that he's been forced back. Bomb goes down. With 2 players at 100 HP, Robin needs to be completely on point with these AK shots. White peeks the angle. Ready and waiting for them, but isn't able to turn them into kills. Fame drops him. And S Gaming take a 12th round. Just going to be falling back to recover the AWP. AWP recovered. Bomb defused. 13-12. So close between these two teams.
Absolutely. And you could see Kisse only really got the information that that was a possibility so late into that play. Had they gotten the boost a little earlier,
yeah,
maybe they get the drop on him, because he was looking for the flank. He was prepared for somebody to be wrapping from the A side of things. But so many missed bits of movement.
Yep. There's no easy way to say it.
Timing is everything in CS, and so you waste a lot of time like that, you eliminate a lot of possibilities.
Speaking about possibilities, there's not many of them for Endpoint in this round. 2 fully automatics in the form of AKs on Thomas and Robin. Kind of the 2 standout players right now for at least this map for Endpoint. Deagle's on 2 for Crucial and Surreal, while Money Max down once again to the Tech 9. But now, a play out of S Gaming's book. Endpoint slowly, methodically, pushing up through mid, not making any sound. A little bit of util deployed, but could be just to bait out a rotate. But here comes the collapse onto the site. The push is here now. A lot of util being deployed. Oh, roof fire takes down one. Isn't going to be able to take down anything else, though. Fame sprays down 2. 3 versus 3 now. Bomb goes down. Fame with the wide peak, looking just a little bit more. Can't find that final frag. Could push this round in their favour, and he is going to be able to now. Mighty Max just for a Tech 9, slow and steady, looking for these kills. Tech 9 damage dealt, looks for a second, but Fame taps him down. 13-13 now.
That's almost a scrappy buy that works out for them. They get the 2 initial entry frags, they just don't clear out long. They thought they'd gotten all the pressure and all the sight for themselves, and the one position that Robin was in multiple times over on that A site has come back to haunt them. He sees the success that Robin could not. They tie things up. After a long string of rounds from Endpoint, they're fighting back. Ooh. And a missed shot by Kisse could have very well been an opening frag for them. Again, they go back to this triple boost. This leaves things so exposed over at Long Monster Tunnel, but Endpoint haven't been able to exploit it. And another boost over at Long A.
This is all they're doing. They're just boosting every single round. Thomas has been, well, not caught off guard here, actually. He was ready and waiting for them at that angle. The spray from Fame as the boost falls at Long as well. But Thomas finally is rejoined by the rest of his squad. 1 minute and 2 remaining on the clock now as DeRay, holding from Toxic, chucks the molly down. And needs to get an opening pick here. Surreal looks for damage, but isn't able to get anything here. Well, I eat my words as Surreal picks up 1. He does pick up a second in the form of DeRay after he dies. The martyrdom kill. Robin trades 1 back very, very quickly. Now the lurk. Kisse holding from heaven. They need to be careful about Fame. The wide rotate from T-Spawn. Nobody's watching this. They're not going to be expecting it at all. He's going to come all the way through Monster. Oh, Robin, at just the last moment, pops him out before all hell breaks loose, and Robin is able to pick him out. Crowd and take him out. 14th round almost guaranteed for Endpoint here, with an AWP being saved by Kisse. Finally a round back on the board for them.
Yeah, and Kisse should be able to navigate out with this AWP. Endpoint won't be too interested in tracking this player down. Just keep every weapon that you have, all the assets, and push it into the next round. The economy is kind of all over the place for the S Gaming players, respectively. DeRay has a whole lot of money in the bank, but the rest of the squad somewhat lacking. So the buy will reflect that as such. But as you can see on screen, you know what's not lacking is the promo code SLTV for Hellcase.com.
So I was trying to work a way of
refill bonus.
trying to do the same thing. Trying to work a way of lacking into there. Like, you won't be lacking extra money, you get extra bonus, but clearly this is why you're the mastermind of the operation, you. Take that as you will. 5 versus 5 will fall by round as Endpoint looked to get aggressive quite early on. Thomas already pushed through Monster. Util going to be deployed onto Toxic Grenade, and don't forget a Molotov as well. They aren't going to give up too much info right now, though. That Molly spreads. Robin tagged down to 84, but he's going to be safe for a strong majority of the round. Smoke goes down from the CTs. Util as well, in the form of a Molotov. Senator still going to be holding on short, waiting for someone to peek into him, but nobody's seen so far. Senator does manage to take down Money Max. He gets just a little bit too aggressive through the smoke. Thomas picks up one more. Robin able to push on through short, takes down one of his own. Kissy and Crucial, they trade and pick up frags of their own, and now 3 versus 2. Ray is still holding here. He's yet to be spotted out. He hasn't given up his position. Spots out Surreal, sprays him down, sees Crucial, but the flick through the smoke as well. Now just Fame all on his shoulders. Can he take this 14-14? Or are we going to a match and series point? Yes, we are. Endpoint, 15-13. 2 chances now. But with the eco of S Gaming, it's looking all but over.
Yeah, not a great spot to find yourself in when your back's up against the wall. That is a critical round for Endpoint to win. The last real effort from S Gaming in terms of the economy. Now forced to try and make it work with pistols and an SMG. And they've seen success on these buys before. But Endpoint on this T side have been just so much better than on the other half of the map, respectively. Playing the round out so safe and so passive as well. Hoping they don't get caught out by the plays here. And what do you know? Another boost implemented by S Gaming over towards Connector. There's not as heavy a presence from Endpoint this time around, so don't know that it'll bear too much fruit. But S Gaming need at least one, respectively, from these pistols. Fame, the initial point of contact, it seems, for the CT side. As he goes to get cleared, Mighty Max gets taken down. He gets the second. No! The AK recovered. The bomb spotted out. This is terrible news for Endpoint. Fame has held all the cards for the round.
Oh my god.
And Crucial can do nothing but molly him out. He has an AWP. He can't really push straight into that. The angle's favorable for the CT player. And he gets overwhelmed. Endpoint have gotten absolutely gunned down. The majority of their presence over towards long, and Thomas is in full recovery mode, trying to get this round back for Endpoint. This will be a huge one to lose.
And an incredible one to win if Thomas can clutch this round out, but he's not able to. Oh, you fire with the recovered AK is going to be able to shut him down at 15-14, round number 30 on our 3rd and final map. And I said it earlier, most of these games go to OT. And it's so close. A full buy, forced out for Endpoint. It's definitely not what they would have liked. Surreal on a Galil, Money Max on a UMP, limited utility. But there's still smokes on all of them. The possibilities of an A-site push are indeed there, but it looks like it's going to be B instead. Util deployed. Surreal getting aggro. Waiting for Kissay, but Rufire takes out Thomas before he can even get started. Boosted again.
Oh, they're really messing up
the hear them.
boost.
They could really mess us up. What is going on? Surprised Endpoint aren't just spamming through this right now. Senator takes out Surreal. Dre looks to pick up one of his own as well, but Money Max is there for the trade. Robin there to pick up one more. It looks like a little more damage coming on through from Senator as Money Max picks up one of his own. 2 versus 1 now. How the hell have they done this? Fame, if you clutch this round, this will be insane. 100 HP versus 85 HP. A single frag on both of these players. One of them will end this round with 2 kills. AK versus AK. To do fuse kits available. Crucial to get this bomb planted. Has a smoke available. Fame also now picked up one of his own with 55 seconds remaining. Cut down to 45. Crucial got to play this slow. He knows that this could be an incredibly brilliant round to win. But Fame, he's playing it so methodically. Crucial. You need to set the angle and you can't do it. Fame clutches it out. Taking us to 15-15 and to overtime once again. The opportunity was in front of Endpoint. And unfortunately, it was squandered.
Right, I'm investing in Cody's stocks. He called the overtime at the half. That it was very, very likely.
Big brain.
And here we are. Fame claws it back. The fact that Endpoint bring it to a contestable situation in the first place is a...
surprising.
Yeah, huge surprise in its own right. But when called upon, Fame delivers. 27 kills for the half for him. That is got to be heartbreaking for Endpoint. They're in a strong position, 15-13 pistols and SMGs.
It all fell on that round.
Yeah.
Round number 29 is going to haunt them forever. Not checking the angles, and well, when they do, they double peek an AWP. Well, sorry, not even an AWP. It's a scopeless AWP. It's a deagle. The gun is powerful, but it should not be that strong. You should not be getting 2Ks like that to be able to recover a round, which realistically could have won you the game.
Yeah, it's a bitter pill to swallow. Another overtime game. Another game that actually changes our schedule pretty substantially.
When was game number 2 due to kick off?
Half an hour ago, I believe.
Oh, no.
We've got some quality Counter-Strike, some proper adrenaline pumpers at the very least.
Definitely.
Whether you're pro Endpoint or pro S Gaming, either way, it's been a bit of a nail biter.
So while we're in this little bit of free time, let's remind everyone that the loser of this game will go up against Simon Gaming in just a few moments' time. They got beaten by LDLC yesterday, 2-1. And meaning that whoever wins this will go up against LDLC later on this evening. That should be 6 p.m. British Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. CEST. But obviously, keep an eye on the Twitch page and HLTV for the schedule updates. Obviously, with this game going a little bit longer than we expected, there might be a few adjustments.
Well, here we lie in what is potentially the last set of play. Lest we go to overtime number 2, we'll see if changes are made to the way that Endpoint approaches these rounds, whether S Gaming throw a few more interesting boosts or go for a bit more aggro plays. Kisei again peering through middle. This time Endpoint want to implement the quad boost. It was
Crucial.
done dirty to
You almost
them
fell.
numbers of times.
What's
Actually,
the
a couple of times. But nobody on S Gaming going for the jump spot.
Not as of yet, no. Everyone falls back. Senator quite aggressive with this AWP. Does get pop flash, but he is going to be able to fall back into the line of fire. Goes Thomas, and he's going to get taken down by Senator. Continues holding that angle. Crucial takes his spot, but he falls back onto short. Dire, easy frag for him. Looks for the second as well, but is only able to drop Robin down to 23 HP. It does open up the round even further for S Gaming. Spray from roof fire to take down Money Max. That's the bomb.
Yeah, that's the bomb in towards short. Fortunately for them, Crucial's able to bail them out, recover that at the very least. Make sure that they don't start to swarm short from every possible angle, but they've stacked this B bomb site, now pushing on it, trying to push things back, but Fame is able to find the final frag. The first round of overtime goes the way of S Gaming. And who better than Fame and Senator to be the trailblazers in the round? We've been seeing that a lot more as well from S Gaming towards the tail end of their CT side, was that Senator was getting more aggressive and peeking a bit more to take down that lurking presence in Thomas, and he's been succeeding time and time again.
No one expecting it at all.
Since the aggression towards B didn't go so well. Back to a bit more presence over towards A. Missed shot by Kisei. Follow-up actually flubbed as well. Fame around the smoke, trying his best to try and support. Only moral support at that, no physical ones, but
This could be
Senator,
massive.
that's a ambitious play. Through the door, he gets the kill, but Crucial answers right back, and Fade finally springs the trap.
What?
The spray transfer on 2. Endpoint had the advantage for only a moment, and S Gaming have equalized.
They can take down Refire here. That's the A site completely blown open, but they don't check the angle. The one round that they don't, and now it leaves Thomas with 34 frags to his name so far. You need to get inside, dude. Dire is right hot on your heels, and you get taken down. No information on where the final player was, and, well, understandably, instead of pushing onto the site solo with no util, you fall back. But it does mean that it's going to be a 17th round for S Gaming, and this does not bode well for Endpoint at all. Remember, the CT side for Endpoint wasn't clean. They were better on their T side. And the fact that 2 back-to-back rounds now have gone to the way of S Gaming in the first half of OT1. Endpoint really need to change up how they play CT. Consolation round here would be huge.
Ooh, kill through the smoke by Crucial. That's a good way to start. Spamming for the peak. Dire did spam himself, so he reaps what he sows. That's about how they read what Endpoint has to work off of. They know they've gotten a pick over towards B. A rotation could make sense to reinforce this B bomb site. S Gaming have been leaning towards one of these sites more often than not. Still playing 2 and 2 apiece. In fact, holding for a little bit of reinforcements, but Kisei has asked for one back. The smokes, the flashes over at A. Still holding with the AWP, and while that smoke is up, he has a bit of coverage. But Endpoint find another pick. They were waiting for the response for S Gaming. Roofire over at short dealt with. And a huge congregation of Endpoint players towards this B site, and they're just trying to close rotations towards B. Kisei, I think, realizes what's transpired. Now moving back towards the A bomb site. The scope spotted out. Mighty Max through
Nice.
the stairs, through the fencing, gets the frag, and S Gaming, they have to go for this. This is the last round of the overtime. Senator has had the hot hand, able to get one, but needs to ace clutch it back for S Gaming.
What an amazing ace clutch it would be. Standout player for S Gaming. I don't think there's any real question about that. He's not going to be able to do much else in this first half of OT1. 3 rounds down. 3 rounds to go as we swap sides. Endpoint onto the CT. S Gaming onto the T. With 1 round separating these 2 teams.
And it's been a long time since they've been on the CT side of things.
Oh,
Same can be said about S Gaming on their T side. They got the ball rolling earlier.
Definitely, they did. And also, you say that, but the way that S Gaming have been playing their CT side, which is relatively aggressive towards the tail end, it feels like they were kind of doing it to warm up for this T side. They know what they need to do. They know what sort of angles that Endpoint have been playing. But it looks like we're seeing something just a little bit different right now. The stack from Endpoint.
Yeah, they tried and use a boost of their own. It is dealt with handily.
Oh, Senator. Not able to capitalize on that frag onto Cyril. Minimal damage dealt through that spray. Still with the man advantage. Dire down to 13. Senator 54. Damage dealt, but not enough. No frags gained. 55 seconds on the clock now. We need to see a commitment here from S Gaming. They do play these rounds slow. But maybe too slow in certain circumstances. Utility being deployed. Cyril falls back. Doesn't want to get caught off guard quite early on into this. Money Max going to get absolutely decimated by Senator. The spray there from Cyril. It's damage dealt once again, but it's no frag gained. Only a single one going his way. Now the 3 versus 2. Robin and Crucial. 2 guys remaining here. Robin boosting up Crucial in this situation, but Fame is ready and waiting for him. Robin going to be saving the AWP most likely. Doesn't want to give that weapon away. Needs to give it over to his teammate to have any form of chance in the next few rounds. but they now need to take this. 18-18, it appears. 18-16, SG Gaming 1 round away from beating Endpoint in this best of 3. This slobber knocker of a best of 3.
I am astounded. What a peak from Fame at the end. So prepared for the boost. SG Gaming have come to play, in particular on this third map. Fame leading the way. A huge amount of frags for him. I think it actually updated to 31 if I'm not mistaken, but either way, still a 30+ game for both him and Senator. The other side of things, Max is the only one with plus 30 frags. SG Gaming in a firm position to cause an upset here in Group A. Kind of saw a little bit of one yesterday as well with the Simon Gaming LDLC matchup. Caught a lot of people off guard. And Max will continue to form 2 into 1 short. Good performance from him over at B, but it's still going to be a collapse towards this B bomb site. Roofire just looking to find some sort of trade potential, try and equalize the numbers if it can, but nothing going for him.
3 very early picks, and Kisse does just spot the legs of Surreal there. Smoked lineup. Kisse don't hit the train. Let it pass. As you reach the 1 minute mark in the round. Kisse still going to be holding strong. It's a 2-man push. Roofire and Kisse. While not the top fraggers for SG Gaming. Very influential players in their own right. Roofire, close range, not able to find that opening pick on to Thomas. Kisse now trades it back, takes down Surreal. Down a 1 versus 2. Doesn't spot out the AWP inside of Heaven, and this could be the end of him actually. Oh my lord! How does Crucial not spot that? Deagle shots from Kisse. He misses all, it hits the no-scope. Crucial! Oh, needs to be just a little bit more active in these rounds.
What is
almost
going
lost
on?
It there. That eagle shot connected.
I don't understand. He didn't. I suppose he didn't have the timing around that side of the pillar, but that was a very awkward set of exchanges towards me. A close round, maybe artificially at that. An Endpoint for now, still alive.
Oh, wow! Fame's down to 5 HP!
And Robin spams him. There's a small crack in the wood that he can just see the feet of, and he's using that to his advantage.
Damn, going to be dealt to Kisse there as well. Roofire flashed out by his teammate Crucial. Close. Don't think Roofire spotted the gun barrel as of yet. Going to be lurking behind him. Crucial has no idea either. Sees the smoke, sees the head, lines up Roofire. Can't hit the second though in the form of Duray. Robin's still in playground. And I think SG Gaming know that. Still lurking a player. All the way back on Fountain.
Yeah, they know this flank is coming at some point or another. They're trying to bait it out, but Duray's by his lonesome. Flashed. Fragged. Senator and Kisse try and still push on forward. They know they have to be worried about the backside. But it's all about the timings. Isolate these duels with the site players if they can. They've 30 seconds to deal with this, but Robin's already in position over at long. Senator, if he goes out too wide, they have no idea.
No
Senator's
way.
creeping all the way in. Thomas
Oh my
found
God.
around the smoke, but Max still sits inside of it. He's just waiting to hear this plant noise, waiting to see if he can catch them off guard. And he gets still first onto Kisse. Senator able to trade things back, but Robin finally pulls the trigger on the flank, and we go to overtime number 2.
That was looking like Senator was going to clutch that. He was very, very close to going absolutely ballistic. Took down 2, but the patience of Mighty Max to hold inside of the smoke, not get panicked that his teammate's been taken down, and just stay put. Does ensure that Endpoint can secure their round. 18-18. No real success on these T sides as of yet, from both sides. Endpoint now. The CT once again. And continue the momentum. They started to build. Maybe there's a crack in the S Gaming armor. Damage dealt to D-Ray, down to 27. We saw something similar happen in the previous round with Fame, but there's no Robin inside a playground to finish the job this time. But Crucial can. Takes down Senator, one of the clutch players for S Gaming. Looking to bait out that AWP shot as well from Crucial, but he knows when to hold and wait. Right shoulder peeking here for Crucial. Could be great here, but no, a single tap from an SG.553. A weapon I believe it's the first time we've seen in this game. Robin, the quick flick to be able to take down Rufire. But now combined health totals for 127. Got some maths right for the first time. S Gaming need to play together, but they're split right now.
They are really concerned that they could have control of the bomb. They know Robin was in connector and he hasn't emerged, so they have to try and flush him out of position. Robin, the jump off the ladder because he tries to get fancy with it, but Robin's prepared. Diray's on low HP as well. And well, the bomb at Robin's feet. There's surely no way that Diray can recover this and get out of dodge for free. They know that he has to pass by this troll in the underpass, and Robin does the damage. 3 kills in the round, and a 19th for a lead in the overtimes for Endpoint.
First time we've seen one for Endpoint here. They've been trailing off the back of that T half from earlier. They're opening 3 T rounds on overtime. 1 weren't great. Their CT's looking significantly better. They can take this to 21. They have an amazing opportunity presented to themselves. But they need to continue their momentum off the back of this. D-Ray. Potentially going to be spotted out by Moneymax here. They keep pushing the same angles, and Moneymax still holds the same angles. But D-Ray crouching there, spots out Moneymax first, sprays him down. Talking about spraying, D-Ray looking for just a little bit more damage through that smoking monster, but nobody home. He doesn't care about giving up his position. He just wants another round.
Yeah, a whole lot of the map's still available for S Gaming. They have options to play with. Endpoint are playing more towards these sites, outside of Robin being a bit aggressive towards the long side of things, so really able to get one back over towards Long Beat.
Takes a lot of damage for Troubles, though.
Surreal found and dealt with. Thomas trying to get a trade frag, but Senator gets him while fully flashed. It's the kills that keep on giving for S Gaming. The B bomb site is in their control, and the rotations firmly cut off. Senator is up close and personal. Only 3 bullets in the clip. Could potentially come back to bite them, but I don't think Endpoint really want too much to do with this round.
They just want to save.
It is a hard sell to save. They should be able to buy up into the following. It's all about dealing damage to the S Gaming economy, because they're struggling for cash now.
I mean, if they can get an AK out of one of these players' hands, they aren't going to be able to buy another one. They're going to have to get one dropped. But they aren't able to find any form of exit frags. Robin and Crucial survive the round scot-free. No frags on either of them. But no real damage onto either of them either. So move on to the 3rd round of the first half of OT2. 19-19 between these 2 teams.
I am a bit curious as to why they didn't go an attempt for that even, given that they would have still had the money to buy up, but it's all about mental fortitude at this point, so maybe it's a confidence.
They don't want to get tilted by dying or something like that. Like, they don't want to give up any form of confidence that they could have built in themselves right now. An off-angle boost, it appears, from Thomas. He tries to hold Squeaky, and he spots out Senator, and he's not going to be happy about that one. Every single round, it seems that Endpoint take down Senator in the opening. They seem to win it. Crucial, a frag onto himself as well to be able to take down Rufire. DeRay, tag from that Molotov, and I'm not too sure if Endpoint would have heard that damage. The rotate now, Outlaw.
Yeah, 2 men down, and this early on into the round as well. This is a great round for Endpoint to be able to win. This gaming really just looking for something, anything. The two of the troublesome players in terms of the playmaking has been dealt with already. So it falls into the secondaries. Fame, Kisse, they've really been the ones that have pulled through in the clutch. Now they'll begin their approach on towards A. Robin, Mighty Max, they lock things down. Max gets 2, crucial from the backside as well with the AWP, and Endpoint secure 20. There's another half of play, but 2 more rounds will bring them over the line. It needs to be 3 straight for S Gaming to get themselves this 2-1 victory.
22 is the magic number for Endpoint. If they can get this 21st round, S Gaming could frazzle them a bit. But it all comes down to how they want to play the aggression.
And we'll get to see if, like you said, the aggression, whether we get to see Senator go for that peeking towards short like he's been doing throughout regulation, a bit in overtime as well. Or whether the confidence has waned ever so slightly. Endpoint are playing out a slow default just in case something is slightly different about the S Gaming approach.
Yeah, they're respecting S Gaming, and I feel like they need to. S Gaming have come into this game complete underdogs and shown, yeah, no, we're not. Take the hurt to Endpoint. Take them to an OT2 on the final map in this best of 3. Fame hiding behind that smoke as it begins to dissipate. He isn't going to check the right angle, and I'm not too sure if Mighty Matt spot the gun barrel, and he does. Takes 1 down. The flick there from Kisse. He's able to retaliate relatively quickly.
And now the sights set towards B. A bit of presence made. No real rotation called over by S Gaming. They haven't heard the steps towards short. They haven't seen the smokes either. With 35 seconds left, it becomes clearer and clearer that the B bomb site may be the one at risk. Roofire with a flash in hand. Robin spams it through the wall. The secondary frag as well. It's the follow-up that secures the site for Endpoint. A 4 versus 2 as they both approach from CT with the AWPs. They spam Robin low, but don't quite take him down. Senator hits the flick, but Thomas is there.
Oh, Thomas!
Senator, now the only player that can really bring things back, but he has to run and save. The AWP investment, the double up at that for S Gaming is extremely expensive, and they need the funds.
It's ruined the economy. Look at this. Kissa's down to 1.9k. Sure, he's going to get boosted up a little bit, but he's going to need a drop from Senator. There is going to be a full buy available, but if they are able to pick up at least 1 more round, it's going to ruin the economy completely. We're on round number 21 for Endpoint. Within spitting distance of that final round. That's all they need. If Senator dies here. Oh my god. That could be it. The BM from Surreal. Kisse barely has a buy here. He's going to have to force up best as he can. He can't get dropped from his teammate. It looks like he is actually. Yes. Rufai is committed an AWP.
Yeah, the question is whether they go for both AWPs. They're going to be missing out on a little bit of utility if they do go that route. Kisse's had his dropped over. I think Fame and Dire are discussing what to do with their economy. They'll be missing out on a few kits. Fame's the only one that's bought into the kit. And yeah, they lose out on the secondary AWP.
And I feel like that's smart though, right? Because if anything, the 2 AWPs surviving that previous round hurt them a bit. They weren't able to take these close range fights because they had the long range weaponry. Yeah, sure, they were able to pick up a kill on Surreal as he wide peaked, but that was off the back of an AWPer missing a shot and the secondary AWPer picking up the pieces in that round. Let's see what Crucial can do up towards Fountain. Waiting for someone to get a little bit too aggressive. Fame is that person. Could he be the first to fall at Endpoint's hand. No, he's not. That's refire. Fame falls very soon after, though. The flick there from Kisse only connects him in the leg. Senator and D-Ray, it's all on your shoulders, guys. It's a 5 versus 2. You've done well to get this far. You can go home with your head held high and take on Simon Gaming. But I know you want to go up against LDLC instead. You want to go out of this game as winners, but it's a tall order to do so. Little bit of utility available, nothing particularly substantial. The taps there from Thomas. Finished the job onto D-Ray and now Senator. 33 frags to his name. If he can clutch this out, it would be amazing. But Endpoint are having none of it. 22-19. Endpoint finally close out Overpass.